Welcome to Shom Machshava on the Daf. Shir sponsor Lunish Basar Biakashom Leabas Yitzchok. We're holding Basra Daf Chavov. The Gemara towards the end of Amud Aleph brings a story that Rav Yosef asked Rava bar Rav Chanon to remove his trees which were on his border. And at the end, Rava bar Chanon said, "I'm not going to move it because Rav said any tree, any diklo, the toin kava that grows a kava fruits." Also, you're not allowed to cut it. And the Gemara brings that Rav Chanina said that his son, Shiklichas, died because he chopped a tree too early. This Gemara is also brought down in Bava Kamo Daf Tzadik Aleph. And we mentioned there's something which is brought down here in the Meforshim very clearly. In the Sefer HaBoine, here on the Ein Yaakov, he brings, what is the reason it's so important is you cannot cut a tree? So he says, it says in the pasuk, "Ki tatsur al ir l'tashchis es eitzot," do not cut the tree. Ki ha'adam eitz hasodeh, because an adam is like a tree. You compare the adam to the tree. Says Sefer HaBoine, the pasuk pshat, that's what Rashi brings over there. It's a lashon tmiyah. Ki ha'adam eitz hasodeh. Do you think a human being and a tree are the same? But he says some darshan it benichuso. The adam it's eitz hasodeh. And the same way you're not allowed to kill a human being, you're not allowed to kill a tree. And what the Boine says is written in the Rekanti in Pasha Shoftim, and so brings the Mitzudas Dovi, the Ridvaz, and Mitzvah Tafresh Aleph. And he explains it, because the pshat is that Encha Kol Esev Esev, that doesn't have a malach on top that tells it to gdal, go, grow. And when you ruin the tree, the Esev in the bottom, you're ruining something Klape Mala up there in Shamayim. And continues the recounting, brings this pasuk that the boy mentioned. Ki Adam eitz hasadeh. The Adam and eitz hasadeh are compared to each other, and therefore you're not allowed to cut a tree the same way you can't kill a person. And continues the recounting, brings the Pirkei Abloza that says, Shisha koilem hoilech misoifa oilom ve'at soifa ve'ein kolam nishma. There's 6 voices that go all around the world. And one of them is B'shah shekorsim is eitza ilun choice pri. When you cut a tree which bears fruit, so the sound goes all around the world. And then later says Birkat HaBlozer, when a person dies, so comparison of a tree to a human being, the koil that comes out in the world is compared. And Chazal and Sefer HaZoyah and Pashas Bolok, the Reish Beis Amud Aleph, they go ahead and bring this pasuk and say this pasuk is an example where you have the Pash Pshat and you have the Oimik. You have the Pash Pshat, we're talking here about a tree, but the Oimik is we're talking here about people that learn Torah. That even when there's a matzah, and even when there's a tzara, even if it's something bad happening to Am Yisrael, the tzaddik has a special schus not to be killed. That's what it means. That's the remez. The loitichos eitza, don't take away the tree, don't kill the tzaddik. Even when there's a rishus for the mashkes to go and hit, they don't touch the tree. And Chazal tell us there, because the Adam eitz hasadeh. The tree represents an Adam. So therefore, it's a symbolic idea. Do not cut a tree, because that represents the Adam. Just conclude with Divei Amara, Netzach Yisroel Perek Zayin, and many other places. That he mentions that the Adam eitz hasadeh are compared. Because the Adam eitz is exactly the same, just Adam is an opposite than a tree. The tree, the roots are in the bottom, and then it grows up to the top. And his source comes from the ground. And Adam, his shayrish, his roots are on top. That's his neshama, his moyach. And that comes from Shamayim, and he grows down here to the bottom. The Adam is an upside down Elon. And this is what our Gemara is telling us, the big issur of cutting an Elon oisepri, because the Adam eitz hasadeh. Anyone who wants to join Shom Machshava email list to WhatsApp group, please email shommachshava@gmail.com.